Hi friends, this is Sarojin here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today let us discuss how to configure the IPv6 redistribution between RIP-NG and OSPF version 3. So RIP-NG is a routing protocol you're using for IPv6. For OSPF, we are using OSPF version 3, that is for IPv6. So both we have to use a 128-bit IPv6 address. So the first step I am going to configure the directly connected interface, the IPv6 address on this corresponding interface. Then I'm going to configure the RIP-NG on R1 and OSPF version 3 on R3 router. Then R2 I'm going to configure as a border router. So in the border router, there is a redistribution point which redistributes between RIP-NG and OSPF version 3. So R2 is a border router. You have to configure both this routing protocol. So let us go to the first step and let us configure the directly connected interfaces. Before that, I have to enable the unicast routing, IPv6 unicast routing. Then let us go to the interface mode. Fast Ethernet 0 by 0. IPv6 enable, that will generate the link local address for neighbor communication, followed by IPv6 address 2001:/1/128. So first is a prefix and last is an interface ID, and then do a no shut, right? So let us finish off configuring the directly connected interfaces, then go to the R2. So R2 also I have to configure fast Ethernet 0 by 0. There are two interfaces, right? So let us configure fast Ethernet 0 by 0 IPv6 enable IPv6 address 2001:2/120. So always keep it in mind, both this prefix should reside in the same subnet. This last one will vary. This is an interface ID. That is the reason I given this as 1 and this is 2, right? So I assigned it. Then let us do a no shut to activate the IPv6 interface. Similar way, let us go to fast Ethernet 1. I am going to configure this address, right? Go to configuration mode, interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1. Then let us enable IPv6 enable. IPv6 address let us configure 111:1/128, and then let us do a no shut, right? So it configure both the interface on R2. Let us go to R3 and let us configure it. Go to R3, go to the configuration mode, IPv6 unicast routing. Then go to interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 IPv6 enable, followed by IPv6 address 2001:111:2/120. So this both the prefix should reside in the same subnet, right? This both should reside in the same subnet, and the last one will vary. This is a host address I'm giving. So right, so this you configure the directly connected interfaces. Let us also activate this interface. Activated the interface. So the next step what we can do, we can assign the loopback address on the specific interface, specific router, then we'll configure the routing protocol, right? So let us go to R1, go to the configuration mode, interface loopback 1, IP address is 1.1.1, 255.255.255.255. Then let us go to configuration mode, router. So enable IPv6 router RIP RIP-NG. Then go to the configuration mode. So we have to enable RIP in both the places, right? So one in the configuration mode and also in the interface mode you have to enable it. 0 by 0 IPv6 RIP-NG enable, right? So I have done the RIP-NG enabling on this R1 router, right? After that I have to configure the OSPF version 3 on R3. So last we'll configure the border router. So let us go to the OSPF version 3 on R3. R3 let us configure the OSPF version 3. Go to R3, assign the loopback address, loopback 1, IP address 3.3.3, 255.255.255.255. Okay, so this loopback I assigned as 1.1.1, right? So that is the loopback I assigned. So now let us assign this loopback as a router ID to OSPF. IPv6 router OSPF 100. So I'm enabling IPv6 router OSPF 100. Then let us assign the router ID. So router ID is mandatory for OSPF and EIGRP. So OSPF I am assigning 3.3.3.3. So this is a router ID. This is a loopback address I assigned is a router ID, right? So after doing this, now let us go to the interface mode again. Go to the configuration and let us go to the interface mode fast Ethernet 0 by 1. So fast Ethernet 0 by 1 IPv6 and that we already done, right? IPv6 enable, and also we have done IPv6 address. So we have to configure the IPv6 OSPF. So OSPF 100, this is a process ID followed by the area 0. That's a default backbone area. So right, this we are done with it. So I configured RIP-NG and on R1 and OSPF version 3 on R3, and R2 I am going to configure both RIP-NG and OSPF version 3, right? So let us go to R2, go to the configuration mode. Let us assign a loopback address, one IP address. Because why loopback address? This address I'm going to configure as a router ID for OSPF, right? So 255.255.255.255. Then go to the IPv6 router OSPF 100 followed by router ID. Router ID is 2.2.2, right? 2.2.2. Then go to the configuration mode. So two things I have to do. So this since I have to configure this as a RIP-NG, I have to also configure this interface RIP-NG, and this interface I have to configure OSPF. So OSPF I have to enable on both router mode and the interface mode. Similar like RIP also I have to configure on router mode and also I have to configure this interface mode. So let us enable it. Interface faster than 0 by 0. IPv6 RIP RIP-NG enable. Similar way, let us go to configuration mode faster than 1, right? 1 IPv6 OSPF 100 area 0. So we are done with the basic configuration. First we have configured the directly connected interfaces. I enabled the RIP-NG on this R1, OSPF version 3 on R3, and R2 I configured both RIP-NG and OSPF version 3. So only one more third step is pending, that I am going to configure the redistribution. So let us go to configuration mode, IPv6 router OSPF 100. I have to do the keyword redistribute. Which routes I'm going to redistribute is RIP-NG, right? So redistribute RIP-NG. Then we have to configure the metric. So metric is, we have to give the keyword RIP-NG is the keyword. Then we have to assign the metric. So metric give 30. Afterwards, go to configuration mode, IPv6 router RIP-NG. So this is the thing we are enabled, right? So then let us configure redistribute OSPF. Then we have to give the process ID 100. Then metric, let us give it as 3. I am giving the lowest metric. So now let us see the routing table. So we are done with the configuration, right? So first thing I have configured router OSPF. In the router OSPF, I have redistributed RIP. This is a border router. Similar way, I am redistributed RIP into OSPF and OSPF into RIP. That's the thing I have configured in this border router. So after doing this, now let us check the routing entry. So R1 we have to see this entry, and R3 I have to see the corresponding entries, right? So let us check it out. Go to R1, show IPv6 route. Yeah. So now you are able to see the remote route, right? So in RIP-NG, you are able to see the OSPF3 routes are getting advertised. This route you are able to see, right? So let us ping it. Ping 2001:1111:2. So I'm able to reach this OSPF3 routes in RIP-NG, and let us see also in the last R3. So let us see in R3, show IPv6 route. Yeah, in the R3 routing table, I am able to see the RIP-NG. So always RIP-NG will be advertised as a OE2. OE2 means for OSPF version 3, RIP is an external route. So it will advertise as OE2, right? In R3, you are able to see, right? OE2, that is a RIP route. So let us ping that also. Ping 2001:1. So I'm able to ping. So now we have successfully configured the redistribution, IPv6 redistribution between RIP-NG and OSPF version 3, right? So what are things we have configured? The directly connected interfaces. Then I configured RIP-NG on R1, OSPF version 3 on R3, and also I configured both RIP-NG and OSPF version 3 on R2 router. This is a border router, right? There should be at least one redistribution point for performing the redistribution. After that, I have performed the actual redistribution between RIP and OSPF version 3. So this is how we have to configure the IPv6 redistribution. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day.